Yeah, um, this is a very quick one about my slide. Introduction to let me introduction to Python learning. Let me good. So, this is a summary of my slide, the one I used to train people on Python learning. Excuse me. This is just some fact about myself. This is my name, and this is some of my biography. I'm a graduate of Lagos State University in the Department of Mathematics. Also, I'm doing my master's degree in mathematics, also in computational mathematics, and some few info about my idea and the knowledge I've acquired so far. Now, in this slide, these are some of the content we are going to cover in this slide. By the time you start from the beginning and till the end, you follow the slide till the end. This is what you are going to learn. Actually, I'm not going to be writing any code. This slide is prepared. The practical aspect of it, you can just view it and then start following the code you see on the slide, and you're still going to be very good with that. So, first thing is to download Python from the official Python website, and make sure you install the Python through, maybe if you are using Linux, or if you are using Windows, or any kind of OS you are using. Just Google search and go through how to install. Just ask the Google the question that how to install Python on the machine. You'll be given some beautiful instructions, so just follow it up. So in my case, I use Windows, so it's very easy and friendly to interact with. So go to python.org, download the Python, the latest one that presently as I'm talking, we have 3.12.3. So I don't know which one it will be available whenever you want to install or download yours. So just be fine with the downloading and be good. Okay, now there are some reasons why we should learn Python, and this is one of the reasons. It's a very popular programming language, and it was created by Gideon van Rossum in the year 1991. And these are some of the usefulness of Python. These are what we use Python for. So I'll quickly explain web development, how we use Python for web development. Basically is for the server side. We use it. One of the framework we use for that as web development is Django. It's one of the most popular Django Python framework for web development. Also for software development, we use Python for GUI, or for any kind of software you plan to build. And also Python is used in mathematics. We use it to solve complex mathematics. Any kind of mathematics, Python will solve mathematics for you. Like me, from experience, I've been using Python to tackle most of my complex problem in mathematics in so many topics. So now, system scripting, I do use this system scripting example when it comes to hacking stuff. Because I did cyber security and ethical hacking. I do penetration testing a lot. So most of the script we use or we write, we use Python to do that. So basically, Python is used, when we say Python is used for system scripting, we are referring to the penetration testing script. Not only that, and other ways. What can Python do? It's just like the previous slide. These are some of those beautiful things Python can do. These are the beautiful components. You can use it to create a web application at the server side. Use it alongside software to create workflows. And Python can connect to database, like maybe your SQL, MySQL, NoSQL, any kind of database. You can use Python to interact with your database. Python can be used to handle big data, that's in terms of data science, data analytics, all those kind of stuff, and also to perform complex mathematics, as I've said earlier. So Python can be used also for rapid prototyping, production-ready software development, all this kind of thing. We are referring to software development in that last statement. So also, why Python? So these are some of the few reasons why you must use Python. So one thing that normally interests me most in Python is the second line, which says Python has a simple syntax which is similar to English, which means you can bring out or pick up a Python code and you read it easily. You'll be able to understand it without stress. So that's one of the most things that normally interest me when we are talking about Python. And we have other reasons why you must go for Python, why you must learn Python as a course. Now, these are some good to know. So you can just pause your video if I'm too fast. You can forward and backward if I'm too, if I'm too forward, slow it down. If I'm too backward, make sure you fast forward it to just for your own convenient state. So we have some of these things. You can just read them and try to digest them. Then if you have any question, you can just go to my channel. Under this video, just put your comment. By God's grace, I'll take my time to reply any comments I receive. Now, like I've said, we install Python, you download it and install it. In my case, I will advise us to still to download Anaconda. In that Anaconda, you'll be working with a Jupyter notebook, or you download PyCharm. We have lots that we can download. Here in this slide, it mentions some. We have Tony, we have PyCharm, we have NetBeans, we have Eclipse, and what I use most is not listed here. It is I use Jupyter notebook a lot, and mostly for big projects I use PyCharm. So either of these two is what I would recommend you guys to download and install. So then this is how you confirm whether you have installed Python successfully through the terminal. So you have this as your C root. That's the users, whatever your name, the name you have used to log into your system. Then just type Python hello world. After you must have created a file with hello world.py. So, but if you will be using Jupyter notebook, it's going to be very friendly. All you just need to do is to open just launch it. It will take it to your browser, and from there you navigate to that. I supposed to show us how to do that. Okay, fine. Let me quickly do that. Let me show us. If you have your Jupyter Anaconda installed on your machine, so what you just do is you launch your Jupyter notebook. Just go to your applications, search for it. It is somewhere around here on my own. You can click on Jupyter notebook directly, or you click on Anaconda navigator. It will open a lot of other applications installed along this Jupyter notebook. But to be on the safer side, just click on this Jupyter notebook and it will take you to your browser, and this is what you are going to have. So you should navigate to your desktop. It will first of all take you down here. Navigate to your desktop where you have your desktop. Then on your desktop, just click any folder, or if you don't have any folder to work with, as in the desktop does not contain the practice folder for you, and you want to create it from here, all you just need to do is to come to new. You have a lot of options, but make sure you click on folder. Click on folder, and it will give you untitled folder. From there you can give it a name of your choice. Then click on that folder and start working inside the folder. For instance, let's assume I have created a folder, or let me create one. So first thing, you just look at the list here. You can see months, you can see days, you can see all this kind of stuff. So for you to know which folder you just created, because it will not give it name automatically. So you click on this new, click on folder. You can see that nothing happens, so you won't even see anything. Most especially in my case, I have a lot of folders on my desktop. So for you to be able to identify which of the folder you just created now, just go through all of this. The one that says second, yes, look at seconds ago, that means this is the folder you just created. This is the folder you just created. So just click on this. Don't click on the folder. Click on the box here. You click on the box, then you come here and rename it. So once you rename it, you can just give it sample. I'll give it sample. Then Once you are done, so you have sample, so you can just search for sample. So inside that sample is where you'll be working. So I want to, yes, this is sample now. You can see that it's still saying some seconds ago. Now you are not clicking this box again, you are clicking exactly on that sample. You can see that it's empty. It says this notebook is empty. So you can just go through your new again, then you are working with Python 3. You are not creating folder again, you are creating Python 3. So it will give you a user interface of how the Jupyter notebook looks like. So this is where you can interact. Print hello world or any of your code, you can just start typing all of those things. Let me say, let me start with hello world. Hello world. So with that, if you want to run your code, you have two options. So either you click on this or you click shift plus enter. So either you click this run or you click shift plus enter. So you are set to write any of the code that will be presenting. So like this print hello world, you have it on the Anaconda Jupyter notebook already. So after this, you can go through this. You can just pause and go through this, the command line, all of this. I don't need to waste time on this. This is just through the command line. The indentation is very important, very important. I won't waste much time on this because I'm not teaching it. If I'm to finish this slide, it's going to take me a whole lot of time, so I'll just be scrolling through the slides. Then at your own convenience, you can just take pause, then go through it. Then if you come across any issues, you can just quickly message me on the platform. There's the YouTube channel. I will respond as I get time to do that. So these are some of the code already written. You can just play around it. Python variables. Comment. This is a comment, and what we use comment for. How to create comment, we use the hashtag. So we have all of this. The green, you can even see from this is a comment. So this one will not show, it will only print this hello world. This is a comment, and the multi-line comment, instead of, if you have like 10, 15, 20 lines and you want to comment everything, so we have another short way, which is this. You use the double quote, or yes, you use the double quote or a single quote 3 times, so it will comment all the lines you want to, so it will serve as a comment. So how to create a variable, we are going to look at that in details. So single or double quote works very well in Python. That you use single or you use double quote, it works well. But make sure you are consistent with just a type, just a particular type of the quote. If you prefer single, make sure you use single throughout. If you prefer double quote, make sure you use the double quote throughout. Now the variable name, Python variable names, these are some conditions which we must follow before you create a variable name in Python. A variable name must start with a letter or the underscore. You see some functions, the inbuilt functions, that we start with underscore, either or one or double, underscore, but never start any variable name with number. That's the second condition. Never start a variable name with number. It can be in between. Number can be in between. Number can come after the name, but never start any variable name with number. So variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters A to Z, 0 to 9, underscore. No character, hashtag, tilde, any of these other character, percentile, $sign must not be contained in your variable name. So, and also variable name are case sensitive. Where you use age all through in lowercase, if you want to refer to it, don't mix it up with other, maybe capital or uppercase. It's going to interpret it as another thing entirely. That is how Python works. It's a very case sensitive programming language. Now we have some legal variable names listed here. The first one, all variable names in lowercase. The second one, underscore, separated it. The third one started with underscore also. This one, the var, the variable, after my, the var there started with uppercase, so we can mix things together. So all of these are the types of variable name we are going to discuss later after this slide. So these are the illegal ones. So like we have said, never start a variable name with number. The second one, no hyphen, instead use underscore, and also no space in between declaring a variable. It means another thing entirely. and we are still going to see some of the examples as we go. So multivariable names, we have, for example, camel case like this. The one, all the, like, we have three words in this variable name. Now my variable name, there are three different words combined together. So if the variable you want to spell start with uppercase and the name start with uppercase, this type of design is called camel case. This type of design is called camel case. Camel case, yes. The Pascal case, the difference between the Pascal case and the camel case is all the words start with capital letter, but in camel case, the beginning, the words that begin the variable name in lowercase, while in Pascal case, all the words, don't forget the words, my is a word, variable is a word, name is a word. So combine together, all the words started with capital letter or one of the beginning of the word is small letter. So camel case, Pascal case, and the last one, snake case. So this snake case is being separated, instead of the three names, the three words being separated with underscore. So these are the types of variable names we have, in case you are asked out there. So now, how to assign multiple values to a variable name? Also, in a very single line, you can have x, y, z. That's three different variables. Then we have three different values separated by comma. So it's just a quote that separated them. Even if you want to put integer or other data type, you can also put, just make sure that you separate them with comma. So we print x, print y, print z. It's going to give you orange, banana, cherry, because this orange will go for x, the y will go for banana, the z will go for cherry. But make sure you use comma to separate it and use comma to separate the values as well. One value to multiple variables, yes, this is this. It means x equals to y equals to z must equals to orange. If you print x, y, z, it's going to give you all orange. So x is an orange, y also an orange, z also is orange. Excuse me. Unpack a collection. This is a type of list. We'll go back to list later in this thing. So output variable. If you want to see a result in Python, we use an inbuilt function which is known as print. Print is a function in Python which we use it to get an output of any of our code. So we use print to get the value for any of the variable being declared. So these are some of the examples, some of the examples. So you can just go through them at your own leisure time. Then we have global variables. So these global variables and local variables, there are two different variables. So one superior to others. From the name, global means is worldwide. So in a nutshell, global variables supersede local variable. So how do we identify global variables? How do we identify local variables? Local variables is declared inside the function, while the global variable is declared outside. Like this now, we have x equals to awesome. X equals to awesome. So we now declare a variable, this print Python is x. So if you run this code now, it's going to take this x and put it here. But in some other cases, after defining your function, if you declare another variable here, that is y equals to what's it called, maybe any value, and you now make use of this x will want to override the x, this other x. Yes, if you declare another variable here, let's say s equals to, you have declared variable name here first, and say s equals to awesome. Another variable you have declared inside this function, just say s equals to Python. No, don't let me say Python. Python is fantastic. Let's say s equals to fantastic. Let's say s equals to fantastic. If you print this, it's going to override this fantastic will not run. It's going to take this awesome, because this awesome is a global variable which is outside the function, is superior to the inside variable you are going to declare. So it's going to override it. But if you want that function you declare inside the function, I mean, you want the variable you declare inside the function to work inside your function, you have to declare that global. Then you now say s equals to fantastic. So it's now going to take it that you have declared the variable which is your x now, you make it a global, you give it a command, let that x be a global, so it's going to work in that aspect. You are still going to see, oh wow, in fact is even here. Look at this. So if you print my function, it's going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. But if you want this fantastic to occur, you have to declare a keyword here by saying global x equals to fantastic. Then it's going to work exactly. Look at this. It's going to work this way. So then a fantastic will now be effective here, but here is not going to be effective. This awesome is going to work. So that is that about global. The difference between, I'll just try to differentiate between global and the local variable for us. So the inbuilt built-in data types we have in Python, we have the strings, we have the integer, float, and complex. Under numerics, we have sequence, we have the list tuple range, we have dictionary, we have set, frozen set, we have boolean, and we have all these type of data types. How to get the data type of a particular variable? You just use this keyword type of, so it's going to give you, this will give us integer because 5 is an integer. So if you have 5.0, it's going to give us a float. If you have 5j, it's going to give us a complex. So you can just try that. So setting the data type, we have some constructor that we can use to set a data type. We'll soon get there. So this is a very good example. This is a string. This is just an integer. This is, like I said, a float. This is a complex. This is a list. This is tuple. This is range, and this is dictionary. And also, this is dictionary, and also so we should have set. Do I have set? Yeah, this is a set. Yes. The only difference between set and dictionary is set contains just only values: apple, banana, cherry. If you go back to dictionary, they have the same curly braces, but after these are the key and these are the values. Key and values, key and values. So this column, full column, shows that this is a value. Name is a keyword. John is the value for name. Age is a keyword. 36 is the value for age. And compared to where you have set, although they still have the same curly braces, but no something assigned to apple, banana. We just have apple, banana, whatever. So that is the difference. So you can just go through setting the data type. These are the constructor. String, we want it to be string. Integer, we want it to be integer. Float, we want it to be float. Complex, we want it to be complex, and so on and so forth. Excuse me. So Python numbers, these are type of numbers like we have explained so far. We have explained all of this. We have explained all of this. Yes. How to convert, we have done this. We have done this. How to get the type, we have done this also. Random number, to generate random number, this will take 1 to 15. If you print this code by running the, maybe you click on run, or you press the shift enter, it's going to take from 1 to 9. 10 will not be included, so take note of that. It's going to take from 1 to 10. Well, yes, between, you have given it a command that Python give me some range of number from 1 to 10, but 10 is not going to be included, so take note of that. Exactly as it's stated there. Import the random module and display a random number between 1 and 9, so 10 will not be included. So if you want 10 to be included in your output, you should increase it to the immediate next number after that number of your choice. So casting, I do quickly explain casting. I give it whenever I'm explaining to my people, my students. I do give them, don't stress yourself about all these big explanation you have there. So to me, I use another word to represent or to replace casting in Python. Casting means conversion. Convert a particular data type to another thing. So you call it casting. Casting is the term, but for us to understand the meaning of casting, just say we are converting a particular data type to another type of data type. So you can convert integer to float, you can convert float to complex, like that. So converting a particular data type to another data type is called casting. But if casting is too ambiguous for you to easily remember, you can just use conversion. You can say convert, yes, convert. You can use conversion. Yeah, it's still the same thing. So that is that. So we have these examples. We have this type of examples. We have strings. Python strings is very common. very common. So we have talked about this multi-line strings. It's still an example of just multi-line comment. Yes. So this is an example. Either you use string double quote or single quote, like I've said. So string arrays, this is slicing. We still do slicing. So this is slicing. This one here means I want to see the first index. So here Python will take h as 0 indexing. Under indexing, I think we should still get to indexing. So in indexing, any value you have, Python will take the first one as 0. So h will be 0, e will be 1, l will be 2, l will be 2, 0 will be 3. Then this comma will be 4. The space also will be counted, so take note of that. Space also will be counted in Python. So if you want the space alone, you can just count it like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you put 6 here, you are going to see nothing. So that is how it works. Looping through a string, you can use for loop, although we still get to for loop. String length, for us to know how many lengths we have here. So let's do the practical, and at your own end you can just do it and you see what I'm saying. So if you use length, it will give you automatically the total is that an item, or the total yes, the total item you have in this double quote. For instance, if you count, HELLO is 5 letters already. That's 5 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The comma makes it 6. If you look at W, we have 6 already. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with this exclamation mark. Now, like I've said, Python will now count this space so that you have 13 as your answer. So don't be surprised if you have 13 and you are counting 12 alphabets. So don't be, or 12 items, because we have some other characters that are not alphabet. So just take note of that Python have included the space. So that is how it works. So checking particular strings in a particular variable names. So we use this in this. Is this particular keywords in is saying that Python print, do I have free inside txt, and what is a txt? The best thing in life are free. So this one will say yes, print free in txt. So what you are going to see is true. What you are going to see is true. But if you change this free, or you add something, or you reduce the e, you are going to see a false. So which means it's not there. So for you to check something whether it's present or not, use in as keyword. Then if statement, so print only if free is present, but if it is not, you have to include s, although we are still going to get to if and s statement. Check if not. So if it is not there, you are going to get true. But if it is there, what you are searching for, you are going to get false. You are going to get false. That's how it works. The if statement. So this is where you have the if statement. So slicing. Yes, let's get to slicing. Slicing means I want to get some range of numbers. So here I want to get from 2. Then 5 will not be included. 5 will not be included. So in this case, I'll have, don't forget, h is 0, e is 1. So I'll get l from 2. I'll get 2, 3, 4. So I'll get LLO. Let me count again. Is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, this comma is number 5. So I will not get this 5. I'll get from this LLO as a result. So if you try that, that is what you are going to get. Starts from the start. It means if you don't have anything, if you refuse to put any number here, it means you should start from the 0, which is from LO. Then you should stop at 0. So if you want the comma to be there, you increase this 5 to 6 because the space is taken as 6. So take note of that. Starting to the end, so you start from a particular starting point, then automatically, if there is nothing specified, it's going to go to the last value and pick it and slice it. So negative indexing, you start with -1, -2, -3. So each supposed to, since the first slicing, the positive ones start with 0. And we want to do negative indexing, we're supposed to start with -0, but there's nothing like -0 in the word. So there's nothing like -0. So instead, Python will start from -1. So if you want to get this exclamation mark, you say -1. This D -2, -3, like that. So since there is nothing like -0, although if you want to take from the beginning, it's 0, 1, 2, and like that. But from the other way around, nothing like -0 as I've said. So it starts with -1, -2, -3. So it works that way. Uppercase, you want to convert everything to uppercase. You have written something, you want to convert it to uppercase. So this is what you do. This is what you do. In this kind of case, maybe you create an app and you want that, and if or the user, irrespective of their input, either uppercase or lowercase, at your own end at the database, you want everything to be uppercase. This is what you do. You just use this A, that's your variable name, as they are inputting anything, automatically at your own end you should have uppercase. So even if they put lowercase, whatever they want to print, it will automatically convert it to uppercase for them. So lowercase, the same thing. Remove a white space. Yes, if you want to remove this white space, you just use this word strip. You want to strip it out. Method, you remove a white space, you remove it out. So here you have hello concatenate with what. Replacing string. So you want to replace H with J, just say that variable name. So you use the keyword replace. Then you want to replace H for J. So here you are going to have jello word. So that is replacement. How do we split string? You want to split it, so you use split. So it is split it with comma. So the split method split these strings into substrings if it finds instances of the separator. This. So so you're going to string it, separate it this way. So it will return hello. It's going to separate this, and separate others too. That's splitting. We use this a lot in data science. String concatenation, you can concatenate strings. You cannot concatenate strings and number or integers. So you can concatenate strings and it will work very, very fine. It will work very, very fine. So let me do a quick one. To add a space between them, so add a. So you can use this space, or automatically at the end of this O, you can just click tap your space on your keyboard. It automatically do that for you. So the same thing happens here. You can concatenate or format this will be my name is John and I am, what is the age, whatever you have put here, I am so age. So these are just my slide. I don't want it to be too lengthy. You can just go through it. If I get to where I need to explain some things, I'll still do that. These are the things you can just play around with, do some research on your own. We have the Boolean. Yes, this one is true, this one is false. This one we need idea of a little bit of mathematics. Yes, is this one greater than this? This one is true, this one is false, this one is false. So this one, actually I do have some projects. We normally create some app to work on this this Boolean of a thing. This one is very, very important in application, web application or mobile application creation, if you are developing any one of them. So this is where you allow maybe user to input their username and password. If it's not found, then you say no, it's not great, it's not there, or either password or username is wrong, so something like that. So this is useful in that area. Evaluate values and variables. So these are Boolean. You can just try them out. Then if you have any question, just reach out to me through the channel. I'll be glad to attend to them. So these are some values. Just go through them. You can just pause the videos. I just decided to show you all the slides. This is one of my properties that I use to train. So you can just go through them. I'm giving out for free. So just go through them. So these are the type of operators we have. We have a lot of them, so you can just practice them. This one just to do with number. You know, when we are talking about arithmetic, we are talking about numbers. So no variable in this situation. So just interact with them. Like if you are using this, just say 2 plus 2, 3 minus 2. This one 3 asterisk 3 and see what your result will be. So this one, and this one means 3 different things. This one and this one and this one. So I want you to go through it and see your output, then try to crack the result yourself. Assignment operator, comparison, so logical operators, identity operators, membership operators, and bitwise operators. So we have list in Python. This is a list, and list is a collection of different data types. Yes, it's not only one particular type of data that you can have, and you can have any type of data type in a list. Any type of data type in a list. Yes, any type of data type in a list. So, like I was saying, this is a list. So, when we're talking about list, we are talking about one of the 4 important data types in Python. The other 3 are tuple, set, and dictionary, which we are going to still cover in this slide. So, just take note of what differentiates them. It means a lot. You don't use one for another. Whenever you decide to use this square bracket, decide to use this square bracket, means you are working with list, and you should have the reason why. You must know the reason why you must use this. So these are some of the conditions in list. Lists are ordered, are changeable, and it allows duplicate. So if you are creating any applications and you want some users to have repetitions, so you should know that you should be using list constructor. So aside that, changeable and allow duplicate. So like this, now we have apple, we have cherry twice, we have apple twice also. So like others, some did not allow duplicate. So you can get length. Don't forget this keyword length. It can give you the length of this. Let's assume we have allowed users to input something. We are creating a particular app, and you allow user to to use their hand to input something, and you want to know how many of them have registered so far, or have registered so far. You can just use this length. So it's applicable, especially when, let's assume JAMB. You want to do the JAMB registration here in Nigeria and or any examination around the world. At the back end of the application, don't forget you can do that on your phone, you can do that on your system. You go to a cafe, you do anywhere you are, just do as you are registering. Another person is registering somewhere else, another person is registering somewhere else, either anywhere, and anybody. Before you know, they will just announce, the organization will just announce so number of people have registered so far. So it's not that they are counting you. No, what they are doing is that as you are submitting, it's coming to the list aspect. Then they will now use this length to know the total number of people that have submitted. So it will just give them the name, the total number. So if you want to know the names of those that have submitted, that's another syntax that you can use also. So it depends on how you can manipulate code. That is when you can know how to get some details also. So these are some of the data types. We have the list. List can be in strings, list can be integer, list can be boolean. We have said that list can contain anything. So like exactly, this is a string, this is integer, boolean, integer, strings. So these are some of the types. So how to get the type of the data type you are working with. So just use type, then put the variable name there. The list constructor, like I've said, is casting. This is an example of a casting. You have tuple, and you want to convert this tuple to list. So this will give us list. Actually, using parentheses is a tuple, but using this list, you are converting this tuple to list. So if you print out this, it's going to give you a list, which is going to be in square bracket, no longer in parentheses. So this is a constructor, is a keyword, and yes. Now pattern collection, we have list, tuple, set, dictionary. These 4 are very important. So the difference between these 4 is here. List collect is ordered, changeable, allow duplicate. Tuple is ordered but is unchangeable. Also, it allows duplicate. Then set is unordered, unchangeable, and you cannot index it. Also, you cannot duplicate anything. No repetition can come in set. So we have done set in our basic schools. So you see that even the type of set we have in some of the examples in mathematics, there's not always repetition. So even if you have repetition, you have to bring one of them out. So dictionary is ordered and changeable, but no duplicate. It's like like our normal dictionary, there's no duplicate of any word, but we can have a word can have different meaning. So that is that. How do we access items? We use indexing. This number, like I've said, we use indexing. So it's going to print apple, it's going to print banana, it's going to print cherry. So if you increase the number, so negative indexing, like I've said, minus, you start with cherry because there's nothing like minus 0. So we want apple is going to be 0, like that, like that, like that. Range of index. So we use this. We have done that before. So and also this from the start to this, and don't forget 4 will not be included. And what is 4? We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this key will not be included. It's going to take from apple to orange. So that is going to be whatever you want to get. So this one will take from 2 to the last item. So this is 0, this is 1, 2. It's going to start with cherry and go to the last item. The negative indexing, don't forget, yes, this one normally convince people. Instead, we said we should the minus. This one is -1, -2, -3, -4. So the arrangement also matters. If your aim is to take mango, melon, kiwi, so all you just need to do is -1, -2, -3. So you just say -3, you should pick from this kiwi to -1. So it's going to be -3 to -1, not -1 to -4 or -3. So don't take it in the other way around. So this one will pick from -4. And what is your -4? This is -1, -2, -3, -1, which is orange. So that is where you are telling Python to start from. Start from orange and end at wherever you have -1. So that's how it will work. Check if an item exists. Like we have said that apple in this list, yes, apple is there. So it will print, yes, apple is in this list. What if apple is not there? You have to include another s. That's another statement. That's s, print apple is not present in the list. So you can change item. You can see this list number 1, which is number 1, that's banana. You change it to black currant. So this one will replace banana and put back. If you print this list, you are going to see that banana is no longer there. That is what down. Change a range of items. You can change from 1 to 3. And what is your 1? 1, 2. And don't forget, this one will not be there. So you are changing banana and cherry to blackcurrant and watermelon. So that is what this command does. The same thing happens here. The same thing happens here. You can just play around it. So here you say you should take from 1, which is banana, to 3. This is 2. Don't forget 3 will not be included. That is, you change banana and cherry to watermelon. So you are going to have apple, watermelon, watermelon. That is what it will do. And don't forget, it allows duplicate and it will work. Insert an item. So this list insert 2 watermelon. So what is 2? Banana. Insert. So either you replace or you insert. You have options. Then we can add list item. We can do it. We can append this. So orange will just come to the last item here. We are going to have apple, banana, cherry, and orange. So that is how this one works. So it's going to do that for you. So to insert also, you can insert to 1. So I want to give you a position where you have a 0, 1. So this one comes to this banana. So it's going to be replaced by orange. Extend, you can extend it. What is the extension? We want to make it we want to insert a particular list into another particular list. So in this case, this list, we are going to insert tropical, this mango, pineapple, papaya, into apple, banana, cherry, not apple, banana, cherry into this. So we are going to this list is now the superior. That is, I want to add tropical inside this list. That's what this code will do. Then we can iterate also. We can remove items. We can remove the specific index, that's pop. We can delete also, I think yes, you can delete. Yes, you can delete. This is the command for delete. This is command for delete. You can clear a list. That does not mean the list is no longer existing, just that it is empty. The list can be empty and it will still be in existence. So you can loop through the list, loop through the index numbers using a while loop, using list compression, the Python list, and also we create a new list. So it's going to append. This one is going to enter here, enter here, enter here, like that. This is a command where you can use this command. If you manipulate it, you can use it to create a database. You can use it to create a database. Yes, that is, you allow user to continue to enter something as to be storing in this new list. So some syntax, if not, this is if not. Attribute expressions. I want to quickly, then we can use sort. This sort means you should arrange it in alphabetical order. So we can sort it. This one will sort it from alphabetical order. B will come first, and so on. So also sort. This 23 will come first, followed by the next number, followed by the next number, and it will work like that. Descending. So we say we set the reverse to true. This is just the command. You just say sort, then reverse is true. So it will automatically say which is going to be, I think the last one, OP, P will be the first one that's in descending order. So like that. Also this one, you just set reverse to true, then to take it from the biggest to the highest. Customize sort function, we can customize this. You can just play around this. Case insensitive sort. So like this now, this case now, we have capital letter O, capital letter key, then small letter C, lowercase or bit also. So by default, the sort method is case sensitive, resulting in all capital letters being sorted before lowercase. In this case, we're going to have kiwi before the orange, then before it now arrange the B and C. So it depends on your mission, it depends on your intention. So the same thing happens with string lower, so it will lower it. So luckily we can build a function when sorting a list. So if you want a case sensitive sorted first, so you can use this function. It will arrange them. That is the key, the string. I want lower cases first. So B cherry, then K kiwi and orange. So that's why you're going to have the reverse option also. So just say a reverse. You can copy list. Yes, you can copy, that's duplicate of list. You can do that. You can join list. And this is an example. You can extend list like we have said. So now tuple. Once we are able to understand list very well, the same thing is what we are going to do to list, tuple, dictionary, and a set. The only thing that differentiate them is just the parentheses, the curly braces, the square bracket. So the same thing happens here. So these are some examples. I won't waste much time on this because we have explained list very well. And if you grab that, I'm still going to do the same thing throughout all of this. So I'm just going to be showing you. If you can pause, just try to practice some things because it's just more or less of what we have done with list. What we have done with list. So remove item, the same thing. Unpack tuples using asterisk. You can just work with this. It means something also. Yeah, these loops. So you can just try this out at your own end. Yes, not allowed. So the type of this is a set constructor. I'm now in set. So after set, we get to dictionary. Yes, we can remove item from set also. Like this, you can look through it. You can join set. We can do all those things we are done with list is what we can do to others. Yes. Then I think dictionary now. Yes, this is the last one there out of the 4 data types. Dictionary, the same thing. It has value, key, and value. So in dictionary, we'll be talking about key and values. Brand, Ford, model, the Mustang, year and year, like that. So in this case, like you have 2 years here, it's not allowed. This duplicate is not allowed. It will override the last one. So it's this 2020 that will override. You will not see this one 1964 in your output. So that's the same thing, the same thing, the same thing, the same thing. Get values, all the sort of things. These are under dictionary. These are under dictionary, under dictionary, under dictionary, under dictionary. So these are dictionary. Remove dictionary. Yes, we can remove dictionary just like we remove list. Yes, you can delete dictionary. You can delete. You can loop through dictionary. You can copy dictionary. Nested dictionary. That's nested dictionary means dictionary dictionary inside the dictionary, or some key and value inside the key and value. So we have the child like that. So these are the methods and the descriptions. Then the if statement, that's if a statement, is a very whole lot of things that no one should joke with, especially when you are learning Python. It's not something you can joke with. So just play around this. Actually, we have a lot of projects that, assuming this is a class, I have ways to use it to manipulate it and create some projects with this. Yes, the meaning of all of this and or nested if, all of this means a lot. All of this means a lot. All of this means a lot. So once I get to the project page, that's the end of this document. I will try to do some projects and maybe send. Also, I will try to upload it. All of this means a lot. You can just pause the video and try to practice with some of the code you are seeing, and if there is any problem, you can just reach out to me on the platform. I'll be glad to see what I can do. Yes, function recursive. Yes, so I think that is the end of the slide. I don't want it to be too lengthy, so be expecting some of the project that I'll be uploading very soon.